going after other men. You are going after other gods. I married you in Mount Sinai.
Amen.
You read every prophet, everybody talks about the same thing. And then you know what he does? In Isaiah 50, he says, I'm divorcing you. Why? Because you were unfaithful wife. You haven't heard this message before. You have to know this. He divorced her. He said, you are an unfaithful woman. Isn't that? Israel is called. See, it's not literal like she or he. But what the concept is, husband-wife relationship. And Yahweh Father, Yahweh, was so close to Israel. He said, you are my special, you are my set-apart people. Right? And you don't go against my word. Now in Deuteronomy 28 verse 1 to 15, it says all the blessings will come upon you. From 16 to 54, all the curses will come upon you if you don't obey my word. Right? What happened in that verse? These people were married, and in the book of Hosea, can you take Hosea chapter 2, verse 3 onwards. Quickly, please. I want to quickly close in 5 minutes.
Lest I strip her naked,
Yes.
and expose her, as in the day she was born, and make her like a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with a thirst.
Okay.
I will not have mercy on her children, for they are the children of harlotry.
Okay, go ahead quickly now.
For their mother has played the harlot. She who conceived them has behaved shamefully.
Yeah.
For she said, I will go after my lovers who give me my bread and my water, my wool and my linen, my oil and my drink.
And then,
Therefore, behold, I will hedge up your way with thorns and wall her in, so that she cannot find her paths.
okay. Now, what happens is, I'm going to go quickly with that, the book of Hosea. You can just quickly pick it up with me and then we can talk about it quickly. Okay, take the book of Hosea. I'll give you the verses because it's taking time for us to pick up the verses. We will go faster and then we will be able to understand quickly. Okay, now I'm going to pick on the verses so that you will understand. Right? In chapter 2, verse 3, it says, say to your brothers, Ami, my people, and your sisters, Rohakma, which means not pitied, pitied people. Rebuke your mother, rebuke her, for she isn't my wife. I am not her husband. Wow. Hosea chapter 2, verse 3. Next verse.
I will not have mercy on her children, for they are the children of harlot.
Wow. Read from the beginning. Let me just see.
1.
Because you can't put the thing together in one.
Verse 1.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. Let me read it from here. Okay, you listen carefully. You go home and read it. Second chapter of Hosea. Say to your brothers, Ami, my people, and your sisters, Rohakma, pitied. Rebuke your mother, rebuke her. She isn't my wife, and I am not her husband. She must remove her whoring from her place and adultery between her breasts. Otherwise, I will strip her naked. You went a little further up, okay? Then I will have no pity on the children. Now, in the verse, 9th verse, it says, then she says, I will go back to my husband, my first husband, because things were better for me than now. What she said? I will go back to my
Husband.
first husband. Now, according to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 1 to 4. Once you're married, you're divorced, you cannot go back to your husband. Is that the law? Is that the law? Yes or no? What does it say?
When a man takes a wife and marries her, and it happens that she finds no favor in his eyes because he has found some uncleanness in her, and he writes her a certificate of divorce, puts it in her hand, and sends her out of his house when she has departed from his house,
Yes.
and goes and becomes another man's wife.
Okay?
If the latter husband detests her and writes her a certificate of divorce,
Yeah.
puts it in her hand, and sends her out of his house, or if the latter husband dies who took her as his wife, then her former husband who divorced her must not take her back to be his wife.
See? Israel went warring, and Yahweh said, I'm not going to keep you as my wife, you are divorced, in Isaiah 50, verse 1. He says, where is the bill of divorce I gave to your mother? Right? Now she cannot become his wife again, because she's divorced, because she went after other men. So what must he do? Now you tell me, what must he do? If she wants to come back. Now she says, hey, I'm coming back. I want my first husband. Alright? This is Israel. In Hosea, he says, I want to go back to my first husband. So you can't do that. So what is the answer? Do you have an answer? Okay, let me answer you that question. The husband has to die. Yes or no? Yes or no? So she will be free from the marriage contract. Did Yeshua die? Yes? For whom? For the house of Israel. Right? He died so that when he rose again, she can come back to him.
Amen.
Do you see the point now? Do you see the purpose? And that's why in Luke chapter 11:50, he says, Yeshua had to die for the nation of Israel. That was a prophecy fulfilled. Yeshua had to die for the nation of Luke chapter 11 verse 50. It's not even in the Old Testament. It's in the New Testament. It says Yeshua had to die for the house of Israel. Okay? And 11:52 is a key purpose for choosing you.
Amen.
11:52. That's the summary of the message. 11:52.
Woe to you lawyers, for you have taken away the key of knowledge. You did not enter in yourselves, and those who were entering in you hindered.
No. Go back. And then?
That the blood of all the prophets, which was shed from the foundation of the world, may be required of this generation.
Luke 11:52, does it say that?
11:52.
11:50.
Done.
50.
That is the one.
That the blood of all prophets,
Yeah.
The same.
the same,
The bread of heaven for you.
that the blood of all the prophets.
Wait, I think it is. Yes, Yeshua had to die for the nation of Israel. Okay? Where was that written? I think, is it in that? No. Anyway, please go home and search for the scripture. I don't have time. Yahushua had to die for the nation of Israel. You know the prophecy. When the Sanhedrin called him, they said, one man has to die for the nation of Israel. Alright? Now, what is the purpose? He says, you have now a mandate to go to the house of Israel and call them back, restore them back.